Finally, rehearsals begin this month at Opera Theater St. Louis for its 2014 season. The highly anticipated productions include Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart's The Magic Flute. Its director is a fashion icon.
Just for tonight.
Designer Isaac Mizrahi's previous visit to St. Louis was in March. He was guest of honor at a cocktail party and meet and greet hosted by Opera Theater St. Louis at the Contemporary Art Museum. Opera Theater General Director Timothy O'Leary, who's given Mizrahi control of all the visual elements of the Magic Flute, extolled Mizrahi's creative achievements.
As a designer for the stage, his work has been seen at the Metropolitan Opera, the English National Opera, Broadway's Roundabout Theater Company. He's designed for great choreographers, including Mark Morris and Mikhail Baryshnikov. He's got a book which is called How to Have Style, and he's also won rave reviews, believe it or not, for his one-man off-Broadway show in New York, which was called, of course, Les Mizrahi.
We were lucky enough to agree on Tim's favorite opera and my favorite opera. It's the one that I remember hearing on record when I was a tiny kid and loving more than any other opera. And then it was probably the first opera that I ever saw at the Met. And my first reaction to that was, it was a production designed by David Hockney. And I thought, I can do better than that.
In Opera Theater's 2010 season, Mizrahi made his directorial debut with Stephen Sondheim's A Little Night Music. He also designed the costumes and the set. The production received glowing reviews on all fronts. Mizrahi has designed costumes for the stage since 2001. During his remarks at the party, he shared his vision for the Magic Flute.
I think some of the greatest music that Mozart ever wrote, yet it's very approachable and to me very danceable. And so the minute I got a hold of it, I thought of it as a big dance event. And also the idea of it becoming this big dance event will make it, I think, very accessible and very kind of sort of zany and funny and fun, as opposed to, you know, something you wish would hurry up and finish and end.
With opera, you have to collaborate so much longer, I would think, with so many more people. Was that an adjustment for you?
You know, I mean, I've been working in it for so long, and I think the first opera I did was with Mark Morris, and I couldn't believe how far in advance we were working on concepts and costumes and things, but it set the bar. You know, it was for Covent Garden, so it was really long. It was a long time, because, you know, just the travel to London alone, just to have the preliminary meetings, you know. So what I was gonna say is it really set the bar and got me thinking in this kind of long-term way. And I love it because the more time you have to develop something, I think, the better off, right? The one thing I do in that capacity is textile design. You know, that's a very, very long process. It's almost as long as opera. But it's great because you really get a chance to see things and feel things and change things and refine things, you know? And so that is like the development of fabric. It just takes long, but it's worth it.
You love to read, you love to write. Have you ever thought about writing an opera?
Sure, that's all I think about writing. I want to write a sequel to Magic Flute.
I like that.
I know. Well, I can't write music, but we'll see about that.
Well, you can do a libretto easily.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. That's right. A sequel to Magic Flute.